Okay, so Lynn and I are in southern Luzon. What area is this again, Lynn?
We are still in Atimunan, Rizal, but we might be exiting by now.
Okay, so we just stopped for a little break, and we're going to continue on the highway here, and we'll give you some updates as we go. Stay tuned. Okay, so we're on the leg. We've passed the zigzag road. I will never do that road again in my life.
Never again.
Never again. So we did the diversion road. We're pretty sure that we actually beat all the rest of the traffic through there, even though it says the diversion is a longer route. I think it all depends on how much truck traffic might be on that route as to whether or not you find yourself going slower, but it is a much better road. It's a less stress, all of that type of thing. So we'll give you some highway shots, and when we see the ocean, we'll give you some shots of that too. So here we go. So part of the challenge of driving in the Philippines is just relearning how to drive. How do you say it again, Lynn? Aspuso ataco?
Atake sa puso. Heart attack.
Heart attack, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not that bad in many cases. It's just that, you know, when the trikes and the bikes are trying to see around things, sometimes they forget that they've got a tire out front, and they sneak out, and then all of a sudden, whoa! And then you go, wow, that was amazing. I didn't hit the guy. And
signal lost.
You'll notice that there's a lot of passing on the right here. You can see that concrete road, nobody drives on it, and yet the trikes and the bikes won't use it. You know, well, here comes the reason why. Because people park there, and I think all the people of the Philippines that live along the highway should really send letters to the editor and say, thank you to the Philippine government. Thank you for installing a roadside parking lot for me. Because boy, do you got to be careful. There is a ton of passing on the right, and but you got to be careful. If you notice here, when I'm about to do this, I'm not going to pass on the right here because there's a ton of dirt. That was the heads up to me that there's something going on here. There's also a lot of potholes in, so people all of a sudden swing into other lanes. And so the timing of all of this, well, the timing just depends on who you are. If you're a guy with, believe it or not, probably about 15 to 18 passengers in the back of a big van, it's all about time. It's not about the people. It's not about the comfort of the ride. It's about getting there. And they'll pass on the right, they'll pass on the left, they'll squeeze oncoming traffic off the road and everything. So you got to really be careful. Normally, if you're the person in the lead, you just look for holes and you go into them. But when you're on the highway, you got to watch out for what they call the V hires, van for hire. You got to watch out for them because they could easily be coming up on your left or your right trying to pass. And if you're trying to pass as well, of course you're going to be close like I am with this truck right now, and then all of a sudden they're swinging in front of you and braking. So and John and I were talking about this. The distance we're traveling here is very, very short, but you're doing it at 50 kilometers an hour, so it's taking you hours and hours and hours to get anywhere. Right now I'm doing 45 kilometers an hour. There's a lot of traffic there. You can see the trike. The trikes are actually using the side lane. Wow. Miracles,
They knew better.
miracles do happen. Miracles do happen. They do happen. It's pretty rare to see. Wow. I got to take a pill here because there's 3 not on the highway. Anyway, but at 50 kilometers an hour, you got so much traffic. Try and drive 8 hours like this, guys. It's not like 8 hours on a highway or freeway where you lock in the cruise control and you got to kind of look out for this and that, but you don't have to deal with oncoming traffic. More often than not, we got 2 lanes going north and 2 lanes going south. Here you have 2 lanes going north and south, but it's zigzag and wig-wag and everything all over the place. So the level of tiredness is extreme when you hit the bed. Oh man, when you hit the bed, you're just gone. So I think we're coming out to the ocean a little bit here, so I'm going to open the window, and it's going to get a little noisy, but I'll just shine it out the window, and I have to gap up the road here a bit. There we go. We have the microphone on, but if Lynn is going to speak, she's going to have to speak up. Oh, there's the ocean. It's really windy. They just had a typhoon approach the Philippines, and it petered out before it got here. But I'm not sure how it is in other countries, but Canada is always talking about the weather. Oh, get this. This person here wants to slow the traffic down, so they put a flower pot out in the middle of the road. And the police is there. Yeah. And okay, I think we're coming to an opening here. Yeah, and if I have to, I'll edit the audio out. But there we go.
Yeah, there's another island.
There's the ocean. So it looks like the waves are pretty bad, but it's not that bad. Not for a ferry. We've seen way higher than this. These aren't surfing waves. These are, get out on the beach and bob up and down kind of waves. So. Okay, we're not going to do too many videos on this trip. Might give you a few shots here and there and put a quick little compilation together. Might even blend it with this one, and so really we'll see you in Bogo and show you some more properties that we're going to look at and see where we're getting to with the other ones.